if he gets elected, he does seem like...
If he gets elected, I'm going to have to live in your basement, so you better make room for me. I mean,
No,
I need a nice cot, I need a warm shower.
No, it's a character-growing moment for you, what we've just been talking about, and you become a better version of yourself by toughing it out in New York City. And
100%. I'm not going anywhere.
Good. You're not like
I'm ready
Tom
for the,
Hanks who says he's leaving the country.
No, I'm not leaving anywhere. I'm ready for the IRS audits, the SEC audits.
Oh, they're coming.
I'm ready for the colonoscopy. I'm ready for everything. There's no problem.
Coming at you.
100%. I'm okay with that.
He seems a little kinder and gentler. Is that possible? I mean, age does that to people. He seems a little bit like the edges are off of him a little bit. Is that possible?
Well, you may see that. I mean, he's calling for a bloodbath over the weekend, and don't give me the BS that he didn't. It's about the auto industry. No, come on. Watch the entire tape. I was with the guy in 2016. I know exactly what he's doing. He'll say this.
He's a master.
And he'll say that, and he'll have a crossword puzzle in your mind. And if you're for him, you'll excuse him. And if you're against him, you'll over-exaggerate what he said.
It's mastery of the media.
It is a mastery of the media, but he means it, Brian. He means it.
If he is elected, is it possible that we have a smooth 4 years, or do you see it in ending the world?
No, I don't see it ending the world. It will put tremendous stress on the American democracy. His buddies from the Heritage Foundation who are working for him on the campaign, they believe in unitary executive power. They believe in the expansion of the executive branch of the United States, which impinges upon
a la Cheney, basically, the Cheney doctrine.
There's the Cheney doctrine.
Yeah. Okay.
They've taken Cheney, who disavows Trump. They've taken Cheney's doctrine, and they got Dr. Frankenstein, and they got the orange monster with the bolts in his neck, and they're going to turn this thing into a golem that's going to wreak havoc on the American society and the global community. So when he rolls back NATO, and Putin takes the Ukraine and Moldova and whatever else he wants to move on, it can be really painful here in Europe. And I submit to all your European listeners, the Finnish are pretty smart people. You know, the country of Finland, they have intelligence officers, they have a robust military, they have a very large border with the Russians. And for the, I don't know, tell me it's 107 years since the revolution, they haven't been in NATO. Sweden hasn't been in NATO. The Finns and the Swedes have raised their hand and said, we would like to join NATO. So, but they've never been in NATO. 107 years since the Russian Revolution, the Finns and the Swedes know NATO. NATO's 80 years old. No NATO, excuse me, I'd like to be in NATO now. So I submit to you rhetorically, what do the Finns know? And what do the Swedes know about the expansionary nature of the former Soviet Union run by a KGB officer? What do they know? Where they want to seek comfort and security in the coalition and the treaty known as NATO. And so just know that Putin has a hold on Donald Trump. And just know,
didn't they disprove the Russian collusion?
It's not about the collusion. Okay. It's about the love affair.
Okay.
Listen to Trump talk about Putin. Look at the glee that he has.
Is that worse than the relationship that Biden has with him, where they don't talk?
Well, you tell me. Trump says...
Does Putin really want to expand into Russia, into Europe?
This continent is under stress. Too much social expenditure, not enough defense expenditure. You know this. You live on this continent. Trump says, hey, if you're not meeting your obligation, come on in, Vlad. No problem. He's saying that. I'm not saying that. Just go to the tape. He's saying that. Now, you don't want to take that seriously, or you don't want to take that literally. Go ahead. But that was a mistake that was made in 2016. And so it wasn't a mistake that the Americans were willing to make in 20, and they won't make that mistake in 24. And so, no, I don't like the conflict with the Russians, but I also don't like what the Russians are doing. Barack Obama was in your great city, your great nation yesterday. Putin told Obama, I'm done. I just need Crimea. 2014, I need this warm water port. We controlled the port for 300 years. I have a big navy. I got to get into the Black Sea. I need that port. There was no pushback. They let them have it. We had this whole thing, they called it like Operation Porcupine. Give us your nukes. They were the 6th largest nuclear power in the world. Give us your nukes. It's 1994. Give us the nukes, and we're going to give you these security guarantees, and we're going to create a porcupine strategy where the Russians are not going to want to invade you. The Ukrainians came to the West and said, listen, we've been trampled here over 300 years. We got these nukes. They are weaker, and so we have a sovereign nation again after 300 years of colonialism and a lack of sovereignty. They're coming for us. We don't want to give up the nukes. No, give up the nukes, help us with the nuclear proliferation. We're going to help you. You got to understand the history of it. So he's in there. Oh no, you're trying to put NATO on my border and all this nonsense. Hey man, that's a sovereign country. You accepted the sovereignty of that country.
Well, he didn't. His previous ruler did, right?
Okay.
According to what he told Tucker.
So he didn't, but your previous predecessor did.
Yeah.
And last time I checked, if you have a sovereign country, they have the right to their own self-determination. And Mr. Putin, you do know this, that democratic countries, even if they're flawed and corrupt, and let's see that there's some flaws and corruption in the Ukraine as there are in just about every country, they typically don't invade other countries. They typically don't invade other countries to the east that are bigger than them and have nuclear arsenals. So don't give me this BS that they're on your border and all this nonsense, okay? This is about the Orwellian dogma that we're always at war, because I need political galvanization so I can project my power so that I can be in this seat longer than Joe Stalin. Okay, that's what it's about. And by the way, the worst thing I can say about older political leaders, they don't have to live in the world that they are making. They don't have to live in the world. So they can wreak havoc on the world, and then the younger generation has to deal with the consequences. So, Mr. Xi, I want Taiwan. Well, why do you want that, sir? Well, it makes me better from a legacy perspective than Mao. Mao couldn't take it, I want it. 70 plus years old. Mr. Putin, I'm Peter the Great. The biggest disaster in the 20th century was the devolution of the Soviet Empire. And I want to reattach these things. Okay, give the Republican talking points, give the GRU, KGB talking points, go ahead, that's fine. But that's not the truth. The truth is the truth. And I think there's enough Americans, and there'll be enough people like me speaking the truth to power to these people that will convince them, you know what? It may be weekend at Bernie's. It may be weekend at Bernie's, but let's not go with one flew over the cuckoo's nest, okay? Let's take elderly and forgetful over a person that's insane and needs a lobotomy, okay? Let's not do that. Okay, it's not going to end well if we do that.
I understand your point.
Okay, all right.
I do. And I appreciate you standing up for him, because I know it's not good for business, potentially, although people can see.
Sucks for business. No, come on. It sucks for business.
It sucks for business. But
What did Michael Jordan say?
Yeah.
Okay? If Republicans buy sneakers, don't start your bullshit with me, okay?
Yeah.
Republicans buy sneakers.
So it's bad for business.
This sucks for business. Okay? You know, my oldest son says, Dad, you killed me, man. The Republicans hate you because you were with Trump. You're no longer with Trump. The Democrats hate you because you were with Trump. They'll never accept you. And you're killing my networking opportunities. And I'm like, okay, AJ, maybe I'm getting closer to the truth. You know? But here's the thing.
You're still here.
And I'm going to fight it out. And then when I'm not here, I'm not here. But you know what? What did Mel Brooks say? Brian, relax. None of us get out of here alive. Right? So I'm going to enjoy the run and see what happens. But I'm going to be honest about it. We're in the land of Winston Churchill. He called BS in the 30s. He said that this was going to be a disaster, the Munich appeasement. And you know what? They had put this 65-year-old drunk backbencher in charge of the government because he was the one guy that had the physical strength and the mental courage to determine the nation to remain sovereign against that kind of a threat. Okay, so who do you want to be? You want to be the shrinking wallflower? Or you want to have some balls and you want to tell people what you really think? You tell me. I already know the answer for you, so I hope you'll respect me. You don't have to agree with me. At least you respect the fact that I'm willing to articulate how I think about the situation.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim. Watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm going to tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline. I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up. If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you going to do? What's the choice that you're going to make?